First half against the Bears, guys had a problem getting off the field on third down. What was the issue there?
Players weren't executing. Allen Robinson made a pretty good catch on the first one, and we just didn't execute. We didn't start fast. The noon kickoff, we didn't come out ready to go, and that's uncalled for. And we're working to start faster. We're working to fix that. But all you can do is go in at halftime, make a decision, make adjustments, and make a decision, and that to be pack it in and lose by 40 and head home early. Beat the crowd, but there's no crowd, obviously, so there's no crowd to beat. Or you can come back and fight. And I think we did a good job of fighting in the second half, and that's all we can ask for and try to build from there.
Logan, if I could follow up on that, you said about coming out not ready to go. Did you mean execution-wise or intensity-wise?
Execution-wise, I don't think we executed our defense. The calls are the calls, and third down is about rushing coverage. Any way you put in this league, it's about putting your pass rushers on the field, putting your best coverage guys on the field, and for whatever reason, we didn't do our job collectively, and we didn't get it done in the first half, but we responded well in the second half, execution-wise.
Okay. Thank you, man.
Annie?
Hi, Logan. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Logan, I wanted to ask you kind of like a general question. Obviously, you've been around a long time. When a team has a devastating injury, such as, with Saquon Barkley and to, a player who was basically like such a central figure, how does the team kind of regroup? I mean, people tend to look at guys picking up the slack, but how does the team regroup mentally from all that?
There's only one Saquon Barkley in the world. I can tell you that he's a special talent. We know that, but I mean, we're football players, and I've been playing a long time, and all of us have been playing since we were kids. And injuries happen in football every single year. Every single year I've played, a really good player on my team has gotten hurt. The severity of that changes. Obviously, some years are healthier than others. It's a collision sport, and injuries 100% happen. So I think we're used to players getting hurt, and the answer I'm going to give you is the answer you're going to hear from the whole team. But it's the truth. Everyone has to do more to replace Saquon Barkley. There's not a backup we can put in that can just replicate that production. But the offensive line, the quarterback, the receivers, the running backs, myself, I need to make more plays on defense to mitigate the Saquon Barkley loss. And the 49ers, they're losing some transcendent players too. So like we said, it's tackle football, and it happens, unfortunately, to Saquon. But I know he'll come back, stronger than ever.
Thanks, Logan.
Hey, Logan, how's it going, man?
What's going on?
Hey, I'm curious. This is kind of uncharted territory for you, right? Starting 0-2. When you look around, the building and, after the game on Sunday, what gives you confidence that you guys are going to be able to turn things around, especially with such a tough schedule coming up?
I don't even know the schedule coming up, honestly. I know we got the 49ers, and they're a tough team. It's the work ethic. It's the practices. It's how hard this team works. It's how close we are, but we need to finish. We need to start better. It's just putting 4 quarters together. I mean, this team is working hard. They're not outworking us, I promise you that. It's just executing better in the game. And I don't know if I've been 0-2 before, but I was 2-4 last year and was in the AFC Championship. So I do know something. If you have a strong locker room, if you have strong leaders, if you have guys that love to play ball and love to practice hard, you can dig yourself out of some holes here. And 0-2 is horrible, but I think we're a game out of the division here. So it's not like our division is world beaters at the moment. So we're a game out from being a division leader. So it's football, man. You got to keep playing the games. You got to go get over the tough losses. And the beautiful thing about Tuesday and Wednesday in football is you turn your page to the next week. And we're focused on the 49ers, who are coming off of some bad news on their side of things. They're coming through some adversity as well. So I'm excited to go out there and get a win, period. This game is a one I want to win really bad, and I'm doing everything in my power to lead the team in that way.
How close do you think you guys are on defense to getting over the hump there, and what do you think that's going to take?
I don't know what the hump is collectively. I mean, we had 2 turnovers in the second half, and we didn't let up a point. So I want to play like that this game. The last 2 quarters, I want to continue to play like that. I want to continue to punch the ball out. I want Bradbury to continue to pick it off. I want to find ways to get sacks and find ways to play better in third down the red area like we did in the second half. And, the great Dick LeBeau once told me, we didn't lose the game, we ran out of time. So last game, we ran out of time. So it's a loss, but hopefully, with 4 quarters of football, we can play like we did and we can win this game.
Thanks, man.
Duggan?
Hey, Log, first of all, most importantly,
Whoa,
how's
look
the
at the
house
hair
hunting
there,
going?
buddy. I see you.
What's that?
Look at the hair. It looks pretty nice.
I don't get like yours.
Yeah.
How's the house hunting going?
Oh, man, breed restriction is lame. I don't know why people give me a hard time about having a pit bull, but we did find a house. I'm not going to give you the exact location, Dougie, but we did find a house, and the family should be moving up here in October, so I'm excited to get the wife and kids back.
Nice. And then on a football topic, you mentioned James, and he's a guy kind of maybe flew under the radar for fans. I don't know how much you knew about him before you were teammates with him, but what have you seen from him these first couple of weeks?
No, he didn't fly on the radar for me. I knew him in Carolina, extremely big corner, great patience, physical. I mean, this guy was the number one corner in division where he matched up with Julio. He matched up with Mike Evans and Godwin, and he might match up with Mike Thomas every week. That's a tough job to play the number one corner in the NFC South, and he's done a good job of that. So I knew he was a good player. I knew he was a good player studying him, practicing against him, playing against him. He's just a really good corner, and he's playing like that. And we need him to be that, to be good on defense, and that's what he's doing. And the name of the game at cornerback is consistency. So just doing it week in and week out, and he's done a good job of that 2 weeks. And we all need to start playing like him, and for him to be consistent and be solid for us, to allow me to move around and do what I do, to allow our defense to be our defense. So I think what's building and the chemistry with the guys is building, but I think James has definitely done his job. We just got to translate it to wins.
Thanks.
Jordan.
Hey, Logan. You talked about starting stronger, starting faster, and sort of executing earlier in games. How do you go about making that happen during the week?
Just starting to practice off strong, coming out with energy, intensity. I think a lot of guys came in early this week. They got their workouts in early. I think a lot of guys were on the practice field early today, 30 minutes before practice, getting our warm-up started early. I just think guys are just ready to win. Guys are just ready to come in the building and eager to win. And look, like I told you, I was in a team that was 2-4 last year, and we didn't pack it in. And there's years where the teams don't start off so well, and they pack it in. And some teams keep fighting and stick together, and it's a long year. So for us, I don't think we have guys that are packing this in, like I told you. And I think guys are just coming out, and they're doing a little bit more individually to help the collective effort.
We'll take two more. Canavan.
Hey, Logan, how you doing?
Doing good.
One of the things that when you watch the defense, it seems like you guys are doing a good job of keeping everything in front of you. Is that the goal?
Yeah, the quickest way to get out the league in defensive back is let the ball get caught over your head. So collectively, we're trying to limit the big plays, limit the explosives. And, we played an explosive quarterback in Roethlisberger the first week. The second week, Trubisky not so explosive, but they do have some explosive pass catchers and runners. And we did a good job of limiting that. So we did a good job of keeping it in front of us. We did a good job of taking the ball away. It just we got to do a better job of stopping the run and a better job of getting better on third down and 2 minute. And that's in red area. That's what wins and loses championships. That's what wins and loses games. And that comes from repetition. I mean, this is a pretty fairly new group. And we don't have the excuse of saying, oh, well, James is first year in the system. I've been here 2 weeks. Darnay's a rookie. Julian Love's first year in the system. So we don't have that time. So we're putting that extra work in practice to get that communication on third down, get that communication on 2 minute, and take it upon ourselves as players to play better collectively. But it's a process. And like I said, I liked our fight in the second half. It was better than the first, and we're just trying to build from there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Last one here, Rock.
Logan, that second half, I know that last drive probably lasted a little longer than you guys would have liked, but did that feel like a light bulb moment for this defense, sort of, how everything clicked?
I feel like that's what the defense should be. I think when you look at some of the talent we have, so our defensive line is as talented as I've ever been on a team. Blake Martinez is a tackling machine, obviously. He's a really good Mike linebacker. And our secondary, like I said, is new pieces of good players who are learning to get the chemistry to play together. If you ask anybody about the secondary, it's about being a brotherhood back there. We have the burden. If the ball's caught behind us, the fans hate us, the media rips us apart. So you got to really build a bond there. And that's what we're doing really hard to build a bond quickly. And I think I wouldn't call it a light bulb moment, but I would call it a moment of what our expectations are. That's our standard that we're upholding, that we're practicing to, and it's coming to reality in the games. And, yeah, we wanted the drive to end short. I didn't know the offensive lineman was going to catch the ball on a fall forward. I haven't seen that one too many times. That's unfortunate, but we stood on the field and we got him up. We got him to miss a field goal there at the end and give our offense a chance. That's all you can do with this league is give your offense the ball and give them a chance to help win the game.